we are back with another video. And it's yap time. I'm so excited. I haven't yapped in so long. Okay, guys. And I have a dedicated plan for this one. So I'm really excited. Okay. I actually don't know how this looks because I'm trying a new setup. Okay. I record on my phone, but usually I do my front camera. But today, I'm using my back camera with the flash on in 4K, and it's also mirroring on my TV. And I don't know if this looks okay or what, but we're about to find out. So if you see me like looking up, trying to see how I look, okay? So don't laugh. And also, because I'm using my back camera, I can't see myself on the phone. So I'm having a really hard time stopping and starting videos. So this is gonna be a little stuffed, but we'll see how it goes, cause yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn the flash off because it was hurting my eyeballs. But welcome back to the yapology series. This is only my second episode, so yeah. But basically, this series is just gonna be me yapping about various topics. This is probably the best way to get an idea of who I am as a person, because I just yap in these videos, so you get to listen to me yap. I'm not really gonna do anything but yap, so listening to somebody talk isn't your style. You should probably pick a different video of mine. But I'm here to just talk to you guys and have fun, and I'm really excited for this one because I planned it out. I gave y'all a sneak peek in one of my previous videos, and I don't know if you could read it or not because my handwriting in it is terrible. But yeah, this is probably gonna be a longer video than any of the videos I've ever done before, which also means I'm going to have a grand old time editing this video because I like to make myself suffer. So please show some love to this video and to my yap videos in general, because they take some time to get out. They're not like my usual just turn the camera on and yap. So yeah, fit check today so I just got back from a volleyball game like an hour ago, and I still didn't shower because what athlete gets home and showers straight away? So I have a YMCA shirt on, and some Nike Pro leggings, and no socks or shoes. So I'm hoping we don't catch those on camera. And I painted my nails blue. I changed them from the brown because the brown peeled in like a day. So hair is just a slick back. I don't know if you can see, just a slick back with my two signature front pieces, and then some stuff on the, where's that? Oh, some little flyaways, I guess, at the side. And that is what I'm wearing today. So that's the fit check for this yap session. I literally just got home after my game, laid on my floor, and was like,
hey, I have the energy to yap, so why not?
Yeah, I'm really excited. So yes, my phone's at 20%, so hopefully it stays alive while I record this. This yap session is going to be about school in honor of the fact that school is coming up very, very soon. Please don't strike me down if you're not excited for school, but I am, okay? I am actually very, very, very excited for school because I'm going to a new school. So, this first section of the yap is just going to be me kind of introducing myself. I introduced myself in my very first yapology video, but all I said was my name, my age. So, this one's actually going to be me talking about myself, and you guys get to determine whether or not you would either be my friend and sit with me at lunch or shove me into a locker on the first day of school. So, yes. So I'm Jay, or Jade. I'm 15 years old, and I'm going into this school year as a junior with honors classes. My favorite color is pink. My least favorite color is probably orange, or that really nasty diarrhea green color. That's so ugly. I'm a volleyball player. I love volleyball. I've been playing for like 3 years now, and I'm not the best at it, but I do enjoy it a lot. I'm a very big music lover as well. I listen to so much music that it actually gets a little turning at this point. My favorite artist is probably SZA right now. I'm the biggest SZA fan. SZA, please hit me up. Give me some tickets to your concert. Like, I stream all your music. I love you. Yeah. I'm also a K-pop listener. Please don't beat me up for that. I swear I'm not one of those K-pop listeners, okay? I just listen for the music. Groups I stand, my first group was Stray Kids. I don't listen to them as much anymore, but Stray Kids, TXT, ATEEZ, Zero Base One, Boy Next Door, and Team, even though they're not really K-pop. Cat's Eye, Stacy, Twice, ITZY, the Holy Grail, okay? Everybody. I also like to write. Writing is a passion of mine. If I like you enough, you get a handwritten letter from me. I do it every school year at the end of the year, and they end up coming out really cute. But I also like to write for school. Like, I enjoy writing essays, and I also like to write poems and short stories. So yeah, my favorite school subject probably has to be ELA. My least favorite school subject probably has to be science. I hate science so much. I'm kind of on and off with math, because when I understand it, it's the funnest thing in the world. But if I don't, I absolutely hate it. So yeah, I took Algebra 2 last year. Had a love-hate relationship with it. Took Geometry 2 years ago. Loved it, but do not remember anything from it. And then I took Algebra 1 3 years ago, and I hated it, but I enjoy teaching it to other people. So yeah. I do like physical education classes too. Those are all right. And reading is okay too, but I think it's the same as ELA. Foreign language class is cool. And yeah, currently I'm on track to do psychology based classes, because I want to probably major in psychology at college or something like that, and maybe become a school counselor or a licensed therapist. I don't know yet. So yeah, if that doesn't work out, I do enjoy pursuing music, like producing and writing lyrics, all that stuff. Or I would like to do a nail tech stuff. I'd be a licensed nail tech. So yeah, those are some things I like. Dislike wise, I really hate slow walkers. If you walk slow, I just brush right past you. Sorry, not sorry. I also don't like cucumbers at all. Hate cucumbers. If you offer me a cucumber, I will probably backflip off the roof. I hate when my headphones are at low battery. I hate itchy jeans. I hate skinny jeans. I hate jeans that are really tight and really skinny at the same time, so you have no room to move in them. I hate the color orange. I hate the texture of paper. That's a really weird one. I don't like the texture of regular college lined paper or like no paper. Hate that. As I'm having a few technical difficulties. Apparently I ran out of storage on my phone, but when I looked at the storage, I still had like 5 gigs. So I don't know. This is going to be an experience, okay? This is going to be an experience. But yeah, that's pretty much who I am as a person. I don't consider myself to be really easy to define, because I'm into so many things and also dislike so many things. and sometimes I don't even understand myself. So that's literally just like a general synopsis of myself. I don't know if you guys are big into MBTI. I like the idea of it. Not that like,
oh, if you're an ISTP or an ENFJ, like, oh, I hate you.
you know, like I don't care for it enough to, like, I'm not like one of the people who, like, it's not like a, okay, I don't really know how to explain this in a way that is redeeming, but I don't particularly care what your MBTI is because it doesn't define you as a person, I guess. But I do find it interesting, so I take the test very regularly. Currently, I'm an ENFP. I don't know if that's going to change anytime soon. I used to be an INFP, but apparently I learned how to socially interact with people, so now I'm extroverted, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much me. And this yap, oh, I already said that this yap's going to be about school. That's another thing. I have a habit of repeating myself. I tell stories over and over and over again until your ears fall off. I forget who I tell stuff, okay? I have a really interesting memory, so I forget what I'm saying all the time. I forget who I'm saying it to all the time. So, if you were to tell me a secret, I probably would forget. At the same time, holy cow! At the same time, I keep records of all my interactions, so got cut off again. I had to go free up more space, so but yeah, I was saying that I keep records of my interactions, but I don't really hold grudges. Like, I'm a person who forgives and remembers. Like, if you do something that upsets me, you'll get my, like, I'll forgive you, of course, but it's in the back of my mind. So, yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I don't know if there's anything else. It'll probably pop up in this video, but my next topic of yap is about school. So yes, we'll see how it goes. So I'm a survivor of a charter school. Okay, I went to a charter school from 6th grade up until 9th grade, freshman year. I went to elementary school and then did my 5th grade year online because of COVID, and then 6th grade year was the first year of me returning back to school. And I went to a charter school, and it was an interesting experience. And this year I'm going to a public school, so I've heard plenty of public school rumors that make me a little bit nervous, but it's cool. I'm actually really excited. I already have friends that go to this school, and they've told me some pretty good things about it, so I'm not really nervous. I'm more excited than nervous, okay? The school that I went to was very small, okay? It was very small, and you would think that because it was a charter school that it was, like, good, okay? No, it was not. It wasn't terrible, okay? It wasn't the worst school in the entire world, but would I ever recommend another student to go there? No, I would not. Do I regret my time there? No, but it was an interesting experience, to say the least. I told myself I wasn't going to say the school name, but when I was giving you guys the sneak peek, the abbreviation of it is in the sneak peek, and it's clearly visible, so if you saw that, please don't go hunting for me. I'm switching from private charter to public school, and you guys get to see how I react to that. I'm gonna set the same standard for myself, which is, like, don't get into anything I'm not supposed to be into, okay? Like, no drugs, no vapes, no smoking, no devil's tango, no nothing, okay? Stick to my academics, stick to my social life, and just do that. That's not going to change regardless of where I am or what school I go to. So, you're not going to tempt me with it, public school. So, yeah, going to be that aspect. But, private school, charter schooling, we have a lot of, I hear a lot of things about public school stuff that happens, okay? So, I'm going to tell you about some private school stuff or charter school stuff that happens because we have some interesting stories, to say the least. Yeah. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about stuff that happened freshman year because that's the stuff I remember the best. Freshman year was probably the worst year of my school life, besides 7th grade. But 7th grade is like I guess freshman year is a canon event too, but this year was definitely interesting. So it was my first time taking an AP class. I took AP Human Geography, and while it's not my first time taking advanced classes, this is definitely a class for the advanced, okay? I like to think that I'm decently smart, but my experience in this class humbled me real quick. Our teacher, we had a teacher, okay? We had a teacher, and I liked her, actually. She was nice. I wouldn't say she's the greatest teacher, but she kept it real with the students, okay? Like, she wouldn't sugarcoat anything. She was funny. Every class with her was an interesting one, okay? From the bottom of my heart, she was a very good person, but if your goal was to pass the class with flying colors, I wouldn't recommend her. This is not a related story, but there was one class where there was a whole roach crawling on our wall. An entire, just full-blown roach, and it could fly. And that was the scariest thing I think I've ever experienced in my entire life. Like, so my tall bestie, went up and tried to knock it down, and she couldn't, right? So we're all like freaking out, like, oh my god, it's a roach. Like, girls are hugging each other, the guys are like in the back holding up desks, like,
move, we're gonna attack.
Right. Our teacher's like,
Nah. I win. I got this, okay?
so while my friend's on top of a chair trying to like swat at the roach, right? My teacher opens up a water bottle, pops a cap, and goes and just throws it all over the wall. And my friend gets drenched, and the little roach, it just falls. It just like, falls. And she started like aggressively stomping on it because like we were all scared, bro. Like, that thing could fly, okay? If you ever seen a roach fly, it's an interesting one, right? So we're all like stomping on it, like, hey, like, die. That thing would not die, bro. It was invincible. I don't know what it was living off of, but it wouldn't die. So finally, our teacher takes her shoe off and like, boom, throws it, and it dies. Thank the Lord. And so then she has my tall friend pick it up and throw it in the trash because she wasn't touching that thing, and neither would I, to be honest. But yeah, that's probably like the most normal day we ever had in that class with that teacher, to be honest. She had some health complications, and I ended up actually accidentally saving her life one time by convincing her to go to the hospital after she was having pains in her leg because she had a blood clot. But she ended up leaving us one day. She didn't die, okay? She just left the class for a second to go to her car to grab something, right? And I guess somebody saw her on the way out and reported her, and she never came back after that. She got fired, and we got a new teacher. And I was kind of sad because I was like, oh, I like her, like, she's really nice. She probably wasn't the best academic wise, but she was really nice. And if you know who I am and you know what teacher I'm talking about, if you see this teacher, we love you, okay? Like, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. She, actually, I hope no one that I know is watching this video because if they send it to her, she might tweet. But yeah, she was a fun teacher, okay? she was a really nice teacher. And yeah, so yeah, that was AP Human Geography. After she left, we got a new teacher, and I disliked this teacher, to be honest. She's sweet, but she's also not the best academic wise, to be honest. I think I could tell that she was trying, but at the same time, like, she talks really low, and she talks like this with a tone that makes it hard to pay attention to what she's saying, because you're like, oh my god, why is she talking like that? But she's really quiet. And then there was this other teacher who was in the same class as her, because they shared a classroom, but not like they shared a physical classroom, but not the class itself. He taught a different subject. They just shared a classroom. He is a registered pedophile, I think. You could look at his mugshot. I hate that man. I hope if he's watching this, I hope police go and search his house again, because yeah, I wish the worst upon him, to be honest. He got mad at me because I asked the new teacher to repeat what she said, because I couldn't hear her, right? The guy, he stands up, he totally freaks out, goes ballistic, like,
maybe if you were paying attention, you would hear her. Da-da-da-da, she's doing all this work, and we're the credified ones, and all this stuff, yada, 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 yada.
And I'm just like, okay, sir, like, you can calm down. I get it. She's a gratified teacher. I'm not questioning her credentials. I'm just questioning what she said so I could answer the question that he asked, right? I didn't say all this because I didn't say all this because I decided to have self-restraint, right? So finally he gets done with his little speech or whatever. He's like,
do you understand? Do you understand? Yes, 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 sir.
Looking dead at me. So now I'm like, okay, who are you speaking to me? I know you are not speaking in my direction, sir. But I didn't say anything because I didn't feel like taking a trip to the office. So I just dealt with it. And I was like, okay, maybe he just wants me to call him sir. Like, we get it. There's some unregistered motives here, and you need to be registered on a list. So, yeah. Meanwhile, all this is happening, right? There's a whole kid on the opposite side of the classroom with his desk in the air, like fully levitated, all 4 legs off the air. So I'm just like, how are you gonna yell at me for asking him to repeat a question for asking her to repeat a question when there's a whole desk in the air? This little back table group is kikiing and can't keep their mouth shut, and I'm actually trying to learn. Like, my bad, I want to get an education and pass this class. So yeah, if you ever go to the school that I used to go to, don't take AP Human Geography because it's terrible. I don't think they're offering it anymore because it was a train wreck. They taught us the wrong curriculum for about a good half a school year. So we were all thoroughly unprepared. I talked to a lot of people actually after they took the AP test and after the results came out, and only one other person passed besides me. I got a 3, y'all, and the other person got a 3 too. So we just barely passed. But yeah, that experience was very humbling, and to be honest, it's only the beginning of what this school has to offer. So yeah. Oh goodness gracious. Another thing about our school is we have something that I like to call the math teacher curse. And that is that we cannot hold a math teacher to save our lives. There was only 1 year that I went to school that had a math teacher for the entire year, but every other department of math teacher left, okay? In the 6th grade, we had a teacher, and then she quit in the middle of the year for mental health reasons, and then we had another teacher named can't say her name. We had another teacher. And then next year, we had, let me think. We had one teacher. He was a military guy, and I think he had, some stuff. Can you guys see me? Is this still recording? I'm, like, paranoid. I think he had some stuff going on, basically. He was a retired military dude. He was really old, and he had a laugh. He had a rich person laugh. He was an old white dude. And, this was not 6th grade, this was 7th grade. Okay, this is 7th grade, algebra 1, right? My first time taking an honors class, I was really nervous because I already wasn't that good at math, in my opinion. So I walk into class and I see this old white guy sitting at his desk.
Hey, welcome to class. Like, I'm excited to have you.
So I'm just like,
Okay, hi, like, this is an interesting one.
yeah. We spent about 2 months learning the slope intercept form because he didn't teach it properly. We had no idea what we were doing. And he had this huge cowbell that he would ring, 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 ring whenever we got too loud, in his opinion. And the cowbell was so obnoxiously loud that you could hear it from upstairs. We were downstairs, you could hear that thing from upstairs. It was so loud and so annoying and so unnecessary. Like, you could have just told us to shut up, bro. It wasn't necessary. But yeah, he got fired because he threatened to shoot a kid. So he left, and then we had another teacher, and she was really sweet, but she didn't teach math, so she left after like a week. And then we had a whole bunch of substitutes for a bit, and then we had my savior, I can't say her name either, but a new teacher who came in and did her best to catch us up on all the stuff that we didn't know, that we should have known but didn't, because the old guy was too busy ringing his cowbell to teach us. So yeah, she taught us everything, and she taught us everything in like 4 months, guys. And she was a lifesaver, okay? People these days don't really like her, but I will never ever disrespect her because she saved me, bro. She saved me, okay? But yeah, I ended up getting a 5 on that EOC, and I was really happy because I had no faith in myself at all. But yeah, I just wish she would have came before midterms happened, because we still had that old guy at midterms, and we didn't. She came like right before midterms, but she didn't have any time to really teach us anything, so it was interesting. The person who I was really close friends with at the time got a 2% on the midterm, and I got like a 40 something, but she let everybody do corrections because we all scored so badly. So yeah, that was 7th grade. And then 8th grade, I had the GOAT of math teachers. Can't say his name, but he's amazing. He used to feed me. He used to actually teach us. Like, he was great. That was the year I had geometry, and I got a 4 on that EOC. So yeah, that was awesome. And then 9th grade, we had a teacher, and I didn't like him at first, but after a while, he kind of grew on me. Okay, he was funny in the way that, like, he wasn't trying to be funny, but he's just so blunt and like dry that it's like, okay, I can't help laughing. He's a really young dude. And then he left. Goodness gracious, y'all, we got cut off again. But I just deleted a whole bunch of apps and then downloaded them on my iPad, so we should be good. Okay, if it cuts off again, I'm gonna tweak. But back to my story. I actually don't remember the last thing I said, but that young math teacher guy that I was just talking about, okay? On his last day of school, the kids went in class while he was there, and they researched and found this man's entire government name, his address, his phone number, everything. And so now I see why he left. But I do miss him. Sir, please, I wish you would have returned, because we got a new teacher, and okay, so I really liked her. She was very blunt, very she gave off like mom vibes, but in the way that like I don't know how to explain it actually. She just gave off mom vibes, okay? She was chill, she was fun, she was whatever, right? She wasn't really a good teacher, to be honest. I was always confused in that class, so I spent a lot of time relearning all the topics for myself, right? But I didn't mind it because she was chill, right? So the finals coming up, okay? Like a month before, I think it was over a month, to be honest. A while before it, she gave us this huge study guide and said that the final was just going to be on the stuff that she taught us, not the stuff that the guy taught us. So I was like,
oh, yippee, less I have to study.
Right. So I didn't touch that stuff at all. So I spent like a month reteaching myself topic 5, getting to, like just learning all the stuff, and I felt really prepared, right? We get into class on final day. I'm already like, okay, like I'm locked in, like I'm gonna do good, like I'm gonna do all right, right? The final was I'm still flabbergasted to this day. It was everything except chapter 5. Chapters 1 through 4. 3 chapters that well, 2.5 actually, 2.5 chapters that she didn't teach us, that I didn't learn or study because I didn't think we need them, right? So, I was really confused, and I like skimmed through the whole thing, and I was like, yeah.
No, this has to be a joke, right?
So, as I'm doing the tests, I'm like doing the best that I can, whatever, and I'm not confident at all because there were 2.5 chapters that I didn't study because I didn't think I need them, right? So, my desperation was so bad that I sat there and tried to talk myself into saying that she was doing a social experiment on us, and whoever, like, if we brought it up to her that the test was on the wrong chapters, that she would be like, oh, that was the final, like, you guys just need to speak up for yourselves and gain some confidence, and that's how it's going to be in college, so don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, and yeah. So, towards the last few minutes, I was like, okay, I'm just going to submit whatever I get. I'm going to talk to her, and maybe that's what happened. Like, maybe that's what's going on. Okay, maybe it is just a social experiment, right? I submitted, and there was like a 64 on my screen. So I was like,
Okay. Yeah, let me go talk to her.
so I went up to her, and I was like, okay, like this has to be what happened, right? So I go,
Oh, Miss A, Miss what's your name? I thought you said the final was just gonna be on stuff that you taught us.
and she like crashed out completely.
Oh, you guys don't listen. I told y'all what the final's gonna be on. Y'all don't listen.
So now I'm sitting there feeling like an idiot. Like, I'm literally right in front of her desk with my computer in her hands, and so I was just like, bro, whatever. Bell rings. She's like,
All right, get out. Like, those are your grades, whatever.
so I'm like super distraught, to be honest. Like, I failed a final. So, and it was a final that I was prepared for. So we had another final right after it, and I was like asking people like,
Yo, did you know that the final's gonna be on this stuff? Because when did she ever tell us that? I have no recollection for ever telling us that.
so, yeah, that was that. And I was like really upset throughout the whole day. Like, I was crying, like,
My mom's gonna kill me, like I just failed the final.
like all that stuff. So, while I took the second final that day, and I did like really good on that. I got like an A or something. And I was going into the app that we used to check our grades, and she put in a 71. And she's like, oh,
I cursed on the questions because we didn't learn that at all, regardless of the teacher. So, yeah, you guys got a little bit of extra points.
so I was like,
I passed. Oh my god, it's a 71. Like I passed. Thank you, Lord. Like thank the Holy Grail, I passed.
so yeah, I ended up passing that final with a 71, and it still haunts me to this day. That was like, I think I unlocked a new emotion that day. The day I walked in and saw that it was labeled 1 through 4, I think I genuinely unlocked a new emotion. Like, it was a whole cutscene, bro. So, yeah. We've had at least 10 teachers quit in the math department over the years that I've been there. And yeah, it's a very interesting thing. Our school is known for its math, or they're supposed to be known for its math and science qualities. But to be honest, I would never recommend taking a math or science class there, because holy moly, all of the math and science classes and teachers, well, not all of them, but majority of the time, you're not gonna have a good time taking math or science. And that brings me to my next subject that my school had to offer, which was chemistry. I took chemistry this year along with algebra 2, and holy moly, it was terrible. It was so bad. We had one teacher who, again, I really liked, okay? He was nice, he was sweet, he was kind of nerdy, he was cool, okay? He was very awesome. And basically what happened was he took a lot of off days because his wife was suffering from this, like, ailment, okay? His wife was sick, right? So there was one day when he didn't come to school, okay? So everyone's like, oh gosh, what happened? Like, whatever. We didn't see him for like a week. So then all of a sudden I'm walking the hallways and my friend comes up to me like,
Yo, Mr. Whatever his name quit?
and I was like, what? She's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like he's gone. Like he's gone.
So I was like, what?
What do you mean? Like, why would he just leave like that? Like, I thought he liked his job.
So I do a little bit of research, like a normal student does. I want to know what happened, right? So I find out that basically the admin of our school gave him an ultimatum, like,
if you don't come in tomorrow, like, we're firing you.
and he was like, well,
my wife's in the hospital. Like, I can't just leave her there. Like, can you give me a little bit of leniency?
and they're like,
No, like, if you don't come in tomorrow, you're fired.
so he didn't come in tomorrow. He just submitted his resignation, right? And while I do understand that, like, admin has a job to do, like, he's still working, the empath in me is like, bro, his wife's in the hospital. Freak admin, like, all I have to do is like that. So we were missing a teacher for like 2 weeks, but we had this lady come in, and she was a good teacher. She was actually really nice, but she was just like covering us. Like, I don't think she was hired as a teacher. She was just like a head of the science department or whatever. So yeah. Then we had this new teacher come in, and this teacher is nice, but she's not the brightest of the bunch. Okay, she didn't really know. Like, I don't even know what was going on with her. Okay, she just frustrated me to no ends, because we were always confused in that class. She wasn't really good at explaining any of the curriculum, and she was always making mistakes. Like, so we would always get really confused. Okay. And so, the final came, and she was like,
Oh, like when the final comes, I'll be here to help you guys. Like, you know,
because we did a section on formulas for, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, we did a section that had a lot of math, science stuff, and she was teaching us this new way to do it when we never learned it that way, like, throughout our entire middle school, high school careers. So she was like,
okay, well, if that's how you guys are, I'm gonna be there the day of the final to help you.
so the final comes, and I walk into class, and there's a substitute teacher. So I'm like,
Oh yeah, we're fried. We're absolutely cooked.
and so I ended up not finishing the final that day, because I was like,
No, I'm gonna wait till makeup day and come back to her, and she better be there. And if she's not there, yeah.
So final makeup day came, last day of school actually, or not, yeah, yes, last day of school. It was last day of school, and so I come in my little outfit or whatever, and I'm like,
Oh, like, hey, miss, whatever, you're here. Like, can I finish my final?
she's like,
Yes, come in. Like, go ahead.
so I ended up finishing my final with her, and while I still didn't really understand what she was helping me with, I think she liked me enough to take pity on me and give me a decent score. So I ended up getting an 80. And I was really proud of that, because I was like,
You know, like, B's get degrees, okay? I just passed my chemistry final. I had no hope, right?
I'm with my two friends at the table, and they have less patience than me, to say the least. They were just completely frustrated to no ends, and I don't blame them. I would be frustrated too. So they were like,
Okay, like, I did what I can. Like, I'm not gonna finish this final. I'm just gonna get to her, and whatever I get is whatever I get, right?
so I was waiting for them, like the good friend I am, because they were like, let's walk to class together. So I was like, okay, sure. And they got a 90. And so I was like,
Wait, hold on a second. Whoa, 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 whoa. You got a 90? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
they were like,
Yeah, like, she graded it. Teacher's like, yeah, like, they got 90s. Like, we're so proud of you. Like, yeah, hey.
so
So,
I'm like,
Whoa, 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 whoa. A 90? Are you sure?
they're like,
yes, Jay, we're sure. We like it. I gave them 90s.
So now I'm like, okay, how did you get a 90 and you didn't even finish the test? And I mean, I would understand, like, if they left 1 or 2 questions blank, then that would be chill, right? But I mean, I feel like it was more than 1 or 2 questions, you know? And not to say that I wasn't happy for them, because, like, yeah, you guys passed, you know? But I was like,
Whoa, 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 whoa. You got a 90?
and I don't know, maybe that makes me a bad friend or whatever, but I was just like, I don't know, I felt like I deserved higher than an 80. And she didn't, the thing was, she didn't hand grade them. She used, like, this app that calculated our grades, this little bubble machine thingy. I don't freaking know, bro. But I was just like, you know what, I'm just glad to be done with chemistry. Like, hated that. if you like chemistry, you are a masochist and dislike yourself. And I am neither. So, yeah, that was chemistry. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have any more specific classes to talk about. So we can just talk about the school in general now if you guys are down with that. So, yeah. I'm asking if you guys are down with that. Like, you can respond.
This is my yap session. I'm gonna do what I want. So you guys better be down with it, okay?
Can you guys see? My next topic of discussion is the children at this school. I think this goes for all schools in general, and it's that the kids at our school are either incredibly racist or incredibly freaky, and it's either those two or a mix of both, to be honest. You had your like good people in the bunch, the people that I hang out with that were like that they were okay, right? But we've had plenty of N-word scandals, we've had plenty of racist allegations. Like, it's just the norm at this point. And the school is so small that the classes are small. Like, we only have one building for the entire high school, right? And because of that, like, everybody in your grade kind of knows you. So, like you know everybody, okay, basically. And that was definitely interesting because 9th grade, I think, is generally the year for, like, drama. Like, there was always something going on, okay? And I was always roped in by association because I'm friends with these people, right? It just got very interesting. It was to the point where, like, even people in the older grades were like,
Yo, like, what is going on with the 9th grade class right now? Like, why do they all hate each other?
And it was just definitely an interesting experience. I won't get into it too much because I might save that for a different yapology video because it is a lot. But it was definitely interesting, and I think that public school is going to be different because I drove by the school that I'm going to, and it's 4 buildings. There's no way I'm not getting lost on the first day of school. Like, I'm cooked. I got lost in this school. So, yeah, there was always some debauchery going on, okay? And there's always petty school drama, always all this stuff. And I'm just glad to be leaving it all because everybody at the school kind of knows each other. So whatever happened, like, it's not forgettable. And that's not to say that I did anything wrong or anything that I did, like, I don't regret it. I'm not ashamed of it. Like, I stood by my morals, basically. But now that I was talking to a friend who goes there still. And they were like,
Oh, now that you're gone and like now that a lot of people are leaving this year, I wonder who's going to be the new like circle.
And I wonder that too, honestly, because I feel like this school just can't go a day without some gossip or drama. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes in public school, if it's any different because the school is bigger and there's more people and more classes and bigger classes, or if it's just going to be the same. I'm hoping it's different because 9th grade was tired. But yeah, that was basically a very short synopsis of my time at charter school this freshman year, and now I'm officially a public school kid. So yeah, I'm actually very excited, to be honest. I'm kind of hoping, I want school to start. At the same time, I don't, because my sleep schedule is cooked right now. Like, it's beyond fixing. But I'm actually really excited for how public schooling is gonna go. Like, I'm just ready to compare, to be honest. So yeah, I've heard plenty of rumors about public school, from the lunching options to the hallways to the public bathrooms to the vaping and the smoking and the all that stuff and the student drivers. So that's what makes me nervous, to be honest. All of that stuff that I just named, like, that's what I'm worried about, okay? School lunch at charter school isn't any better at school lunch at public school. I'm hoping that the public school lunch that we serve is better because my friends have told me that it's actually edible. So I'm excited for that. And then the building is huge, like I mentioned before. So I'm bound to get lost. And yeah. Also, another thing that I'm nervous about is having to pick out an outfit for school. The school that I went to had uniforms, so I didn't really have to do anything. I just picked the color shirt that I wanted to wear and picked the color skirt or pant that I wanted to wear, and that was pretty much it. But this school doesn't have uniforms, so I'm gonna actually have to put together an outfit. I feel like I don't have enough clothes for that. Like, I feel like half of my closet is just uniforms, so I feel like I have 50 million shirts and then like 3 consistent pants that I wear. So I'm nervous about that. I'm also nervous about lunch. Back in charter school, you kind of had your like cliche that you hung out with, and so you didn't really have to worry about like, oh, where we were gonna sit for lunch because everybody has their spots, right? But I've heard stories about people eating in the hallways if they don't have seats, or if they're lonely, or if they're like all that stuff. So I'm nervous about that because I'm not trying to eat in the hallways, guys. I want to eat at the table with my friends, you know? So yeah. I also, again, I'm hoping that the school lunch is actually edible because I do indulge in school lunch occasionally. So, yeah. I'm pretty excited to record and vlog how my experience is going to be. I'm sure it'll make for some interesting, fun, silly content because I'm very silly. So, yeah. That's that. Guys, we're back, okay? So I was watching through my last footage from yesterday, which was the 19th, and I was like,
Wow, there was so much that I could have talked about that I just did not talk about in the last video.
Or in the last recording session. So I was like, you know what, why don't I sit back down and record again because I have some more things to talk about. So yeah, we're back. Technically this is part 1 or part episode 2.5, I guess, but I'm gonna put it in the same video probably. So yes, I'm very excited because I love to yap. We're going with the same setup as yesterday, but this time my phone is charged. So yes, hopefully there are less technical difficulties this filming session because we got cut off like 5 times. So yeah, that's basically the game plan. These clips are probably going to be mixed with a lot of other clips from yesterday. Like, I don't think it's going to be in chronological order, but honestly, we're just going to see. Like, we'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. This video is about to be like 20,000 minutes long. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be fun to edit because the longer my video is, the slower my app goes. So yeah, but that's really our topic. Let's just go ahead and get started, you know? Let's get started. So one thing that I didn't mention last time that I'm gonna mention this time is the sports aspect of charter school. We have our school athletes and whatever. Our high school team lets middle schoolers play on our team. So, our teams are a mix of high schoolers and middle schoolers, but we're all playing against, like, we're considered a varsity school, so we're playing against varsity teams, even though the last year that I went there, we didn't have any seniors at our school. It just went from kindergarten to 11th grade. So, I would like to say we were at a disadvantage in that aspect, but to be honest, it wasn't really that bad. Like, I played on the volleyball team. I played on the varsity volleyball team for high school. There was only one team. It was only for high school. There was only one team. We had, I think, 3 middle schoolers on it and 1 junior. So we were very, very, very inexperienced, but it was fun. I have a lot of good memories from volleyball, but along with those memories, there are some interesting things. We were kind of your everyday volleyball team. Like, there wasn't really anything special about us. There were some games where we would cook, and then other games we'd get destroyed. But it was just volleyball. Like, we were just a basic volleyball team. And I don't know if this is a constant for every volleyball team, because if I go on like social media, they're always talking about stuff like this. But our volleyball team had a lot of drama. Some of the players did not like each other. Some of the players didn't like the coach. It was just very hectic and not enough volleyball for me. There was one week where our captain missed a game. We were going against this school that was like way out of our league, dude. Like, they were when you say varsity team, they were a varsity team, okay? They were like champs, like seniors on that team, everything. So like, we were way over our heads, and we lost, and the captain like didn't show up for that game. And I found out like a day or two after that she was in this group chat talking crap about all of us, saying like,
"Oh, if I was there, we would have won."
No, we wouldn't have. No. I don't know who you think you're fooling, but that is incorrect. Loud, incorrect buzzer. We still would have got destroyed whether or not she was there. But one of our teammates told our coach about it, and our coach was
like, "Yeah, I figured that would happen."
So, like, the very next game, the ref was asking for, like, captains to, like, do the rock, paper, scissors, coin flip, pick a side, pick a serving order, right? And the captain at the time was gonna go over to, like, do it. She was like,
Wait, no. Player B, you go.
And then, like, and then she put everybody else on the court to, like, play. And I wasn't in the starting lineup for that rotation because I played middle blocker. So, I had to rotate in. And another girl who's on the bench with me was like,
Oh, I thought so-and-so was the captain.
And the coach was like,
"Yeah, well, things change. I do what I want."
We were all like, that's crazy, bro. That's tough. But, I mean, to be honest, it was deserved. Like, how are you gonna talk crap about your volleyball team? Like, if you would have been there and watched the game, you would have been like, oh, yeah, no. No. And it's not to say that our captain wasn't a good player or anything, but her being there or not being there wouldn't have made a difference, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't have made a difference at all. So, yeah. That was the only school sport that I played for this school, but I did watch a handful of basketball games for the school, and our basketball team was actually pretty decent. I heard our soccer team was very good, and we actually won championships for soccer. I heard our baseball team was actually all right too. We had a softball team, but not a softball field, so they always had away games, and I don't know how those went. And those were pretty much all the sports that our school had to offer. But apparently this upcoming year they're going to add tackle football. I don't know how that's going to work because we don't have a tackle football field, but it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Another thing that is different about another thing that's different about charter school and public school is that our scheduling is kind of different. I heard that public schools have all their classes in like one day and it's all like 45-minute blocks, but at my school, hold on guys, at my school you had 4 classes a day, not including lunch, and they were all like bro, I'm not visible. Sorry. We had 4 classes every day, and they were for an hour and 30 minutes, not including lunch. So our school was from like 8:30 to 3:30, and we had 4 classes every day. And we had A days and B days. So on A days, you would have 4 classes, and then on B days, you would have your other 4 classes, and then they would go back and forth, like yada yada. You know, you get the idea, right? So on A days, I had, bro, I don't know if I can remember my schedule. A days, first period was, dog, what was my first period? Why don't I remember? First period, dude, I actually have no idea. What? Oh, my first period was AP Human Geography. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember now. My first period was AP Human Geography, and that was the class with the first teacher that I liked, and then the second teacher that I didn't like, and then the third teacher who was all right. My second period was like ELA. It was HGen paper, and actually I want to know when our test scores come out for that, because that test had me nervous. But that was my second period. Third period was chemistry, and then fourth period was my band class, and that's A day. Okay, those are all the 4 classes I have on A days. Now B days, first period I had algebra 2 honors. Second period I had psychology, which was an alright class. Like, it was okay. Third period was my research period, and that was basically like study hall for us. And then fourth period I had Hope, which is like PE but for 9th grade. So I had an alright schedule. I definitely liked A days more than B days, because B days I had my 2 hardest classes, which was math and psychology. And then A days, everything was kind of just light. Like, I could breeze through it all. Even though I dislike chemistry, I didn't really have to do that much about it. So my A days were definitely better. And then we had lunch like towards the end of third period. So technically third period lasted 2 hours, but like you had a 30-minute block for lunch. And all of the high schoolers had sea lunch. So we had our lunch at 1:10 to 1:40. And then after lunch, you would go back to your class for like another 10 minutes, and then you would transition to your work. So yeah, that was how the scheduling worked in charter schools. It didn't, to be honest, I don't know if I would prefer a block schedule versus just have all your classes in one schedule, because the advantage of a block schedule was that you had more time with your teachers. Like, I don't know, people tell me that sometimes with a schedule where you have all your classes in one day, that it feels kind of rushed. Like, you can't really retain anything because you're learning 7 or 8 different things per day. So I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I have a schedule like that. If I don't know if my school schedule is going to be like that, but I mean, I guess I'll find out when I get my schedule. My orientation is 3 days from now. 3 days from the time that I'm recording this. I will have orientation, and I get to check it out. And then like a few days after orientation, we have a place where you can pick up your schedules, and the day after you pick up your schedules, you go to open house. So yeah, I'm gonna record that, and you guys get to see how I react to my schedules and to my open house, and hopefully I don't accidentally dock myself and leak my school, because that would be really embarrassing. So yeah, that's really how the scheduling worked in my old school, and that's pretty much it.
Oh no.
So, funny story, guys. I have to record on my iPad now, because I'm completely like out of space. I mean, like entirely out of space, bro. I don't know how that happened. I don't know. And I can already tell, like, myself that the quality on my iPad compared to my phone is buns. So, oh shoot. So, oh shoot. Bro, this video is just full of technical difficulties, guys. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe. I'm not visible. We're back. I did go to eat dinner. I'm gonna see if I can try and download all the footage that I recorded on my phone and email it to myself so I can access it, and then delete all the videos on my data so I can save it up and record the rest of the stuff so that I can go into my editing software and just download everything back, and then like, yeah. So as you can see, that's how that's going. Very slowly. We might be cooked. I don't even like know what to say, dude. I think I need to turn down the quality on my phone, the quality that my videos recording are at, because I have like 40 something out of 64 gigs, and then I recorded like 3 videos, and then it was all completely full. So I don't know. We're gonna see. I don't even know if this footage is gonna sync up on my phone. Like, I don't know. I keep looking up here. My TV's up here, okay? And it's mirrored to my TV so I can see myself. It just looks so good, like, but, yeah, so, that's how that's going. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So, we will see. Yeah, we'll see. Also, I have to put the camera way back so I can. I don't even remember what the last thing I was talking about was. Sorry. I think I'm just gonna start from uniforms because that is what I know. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about the uniform situation, even though I kind of touched on it in my last recording session, but I didn't go as deep into it as I wanted to. I wanted to I need you guys to know that I don't even know my style anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm good. I don't know. We spent so much time not having to pick out an outfit, and now that I have to actually wear and pick out an outfit for every single day, like, what if I look bummy, bro? I'm gonna look like a bum. So, yeah, there's that issue. And, also, I used to be a former dreadhead.
Surprise! I'm surprised I used to have dreads. I used to be an also a dreadhead, and now I'm an also a curly head.
So that means I have to spend more time doing my hair in the morning. Yeah. Cooked. Very, very, very cooked. But, I'm just gonna try. Like, I'm gonna try and learn different tricks and tidbits to doing the hair. And I'm going to attempt to stick to this discipline of picking out all my outfits for 1 week over the weekend and like putting them on one hanger so that way I can just wake up and grab a hanger and like have my outfits preset, you know? But we're gonna see how long that lasts and how dedicated I am to the bit because yeah. So I have to learn how to do my hair, and I'm not quite sure how much time I'm gonna allocate to that in the morning because I don't even know what time my school starts.
Oh my.
Woefully unprepared, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I also have to make new friends, guys. I think that's like the one thing that every kid who's going to this school is worried about. The fact that you get to socialize with other people for the first time again. I have friends that go to the school already, so I'm not like completely alone, but at the same time I still want to meet new people, you know, and make new friendships, because I only know a few. Like, what if I don't have any classes with them, or a different schedule or something? Like, I don't know, things, stuff happens, okay? So yeah, yeah, I have to talk to people and make new friends. People tell me that I seem like an extroverted person, and I can see why, but I think that I'm only extroverted if I know you, to be completely honest. Like, I'm a very shy person. I don't like to meet new people. Well, I won't say I don't like to meet new people, but meeting new people, I'm trying to avoid the reflection, but I think it's not possible. I think I just have to take off the glasses, so. Yeah, I'm glassesless now, and I feel bare. But I think, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yeah, I think I'm a very shy person. I don't dislike meeting new people, but I think it's very tedious. Like, I'm trying to skip the small talk phase and get to the best friend phase, you know? So yeah, I don't like feeling awkward. Like, I don't want to be awkward. I just want to know you. So I'm worried about that. And yeah, what if I get there and I see all my friends on the first day of school, and then I have lunch with none of them?
Oh, no.
Who am I supposed to sit with?
Good. I'm good.
So yeah, that's one of my biggest worries as well, the fact that I have to meet new people. But I'm excited for it, to be honest. There's a lot of good that can come out of starting anew. So I'm excited to see what is in store for me and what's going to go on in my future. So yeah, my orientation's Wednesday, so we'll see how that goes. This is going to be posted after Wednesday, I think, because I generally post every Tuesday. But if I finish editing, if I finish if I finish this video before then, if I finish the video before next Tuesday, then it'll probably be posted earlier. But I don't know. So, I don't know how long this video is going to take to edit, because I have a lot of footage. So, yeah. Nervous, but we'll see. And then I think the final thing that I wanted to touch on a little bit more, just a tad bit more, was the hallway situation. At my charter school, hallway traffic was really bad. Like, we were literally always in a standstill at the hallway. Nobody wanted to go to class. And like, guys, I get it. You don't want to get an education, but at the same time, like, why are you standing dead in the middle of the hallway? There used to be kids, or there used to be little middle school couples, and they used to go in the middle of the hallway. Like, we'd be walking, you know, I'm keeping a nice pace, trying to get to my next class, right? They will stop in the middle of the hallway, right where the big, like, the main hallway, like, everybody's going down the hallway. They'll stop right there, be like, oh, bye, baby, like, I'll miss you, like, like, you guys are not going to see, you're going to see each other in an hour and a half. You didn't want to step to the side, maybe? Or not stop in the middle of the dead middle of the hallway? Maybe, perhaps? Or it'll be like big groups. And it's always the middle schoolers, dog. There'll be like big groups of middle schoolers just clumped together, all in this huddle, like, doing all their talking or whatever, in the middle of the hallway. So I'm the type of person who just, like, I just go right past them. Like, if you're in the way, you're getting pushed. Sorry. Like, I'm gonna walk right past you. My bad. Not really, but I'm not really sorry about it. If you don't want to get pushed, get out the way. To be honest. And every time I do it, they're like,
Like, you was right pushing, like, get it, like,
Move, James, please, like, what are you doing? Why are you standing still in the middle of this hallway? Y'all couldn't meet up in a more inconspicuous spot? Like, get to class, fool.
or like, it'll be, or the 11th graders. Oh my goodness, the 11th graders. And it's always in the upstairs main hallway too, and it's always the same group, and they always meet up right. So school is built like this. Okay, I might draw a little photo for you guys and put it in right here. Did I put it in? I don't know. I'm recording. But the way our school is built is like there's the long main hallway, and then you can either turn that way or that way. And if you turn this way, it's like the stairwell in the one class. If you turn that way, it's like another long hallway to the other classes, right? So I'm coming from down that hallway and like turning the corner to go to the middle hall upstairs. And they're like right at the corner. But it's in a spot where like you can't see them until you turn and you're bumped into them. I bump into that group every single day. And it's the most aggravating thing in the world. Like, why are you guys right there? There's a little spot, like you could go next to the water fountains, and that's like a perfectly good spot to meet up, dude. The most beautiful spot to meet up, but no. They're right there, and you don't see them until you've already made that turn, and you just smack straight into them. So annoying. It's literally so annoying. And then there are people who walk like they don't have anywhere to be. There are people who will like cut in front of you and then walk slowly.
Why would you cut in front of me and then walk slower than I'm walking? It's like cutting somebody off in a driving lane and then driving 20 miles over the speed limit. Like, what are you doing? Actually, why? He's like it.
It's so aggravating to the point where in the beginning of the year, the admin of our school used to go out and like direct us, like traffic guards. They used to direct us. But I guess they realized that nobody really cared, so they gave up on that and was just like, yeah, you guys can figure it out. Worst mistake that the school has ever made. Because the main hallway is also equipped with all of the lockers. Okay, every single locker is in that hallway. So kids will be walking in the hallway and then they'll just stop and turn and like open up their lockers and slam somebody in the face with the door. Or they'll stop, and I'm not expecting them to stop, so I run right into them. And I'm like, dude, you can pick a better time to go to your locker? We have designated locker times. Why are you going right in the middle of transition period when the hallway is super duper busy? Like, that's so annoying. And then, don't even get me started on when they want to fight in the hallways. Like, oh my gosh, okay? I'm not going to say that I'm a fight advocate, okay? But I do be right in that crowd watching, low key. Don't be like me. Just turn your cheek the other way. But guys, if you're planning to fight somebody, please don't fight in the main hallway. Like, I'm trying to get to class, yo. I have a strict teacher. Even if I'm a second before the bell, I'm late. So that's so annoying. And I hope it's better in public schools, even though I sincerely doubt it because there are like 50 times more students in public school than there is at my school. So I don't know. I hear about the public school PDA situation that goes on. That makes me really nervous because I'm not trying to walk the hallway and see a couple like while I'm making out and getting busy in the hallway as I'm on the way to my science class. Like that would actually I'd actually not go to class after that. So yeah, I'm concerned for that. Back at my school, the school I used to go to, that didn't happen because our school was so like our school is very anti PDA. Like, couldn't hug a kid without them calling you out. So I didn't really have to worry about that unless like I didn't have to worry about that like at all, really, to be honest. I could just hold on. I could just not worry about it. Like, it was that easy. I just didn't have to do anything. So yeah. I'm concerned about that because I do hear a lot about the hallway couples. That makes me a bit nervous. I'm not trying to see all that. But I hope it's not as bad as it sounds. If it is as bad as it sounds, I'm gonna crash out. But hopefully it's not, okay? I'm hoping and praying that it is not. What? Okay, wait, let me try something. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure out this space issue on my phone. It's not going so well so far. I wish I had a phone that had 120 gigs of space. That's like my biggest dream. If I had a phone with 120 gigs of free space, I would solve 100. But unfortunately, I have a phone at 9%, and I'm still struggling to download even the slightest bit of footage. So, but I don't know. That's that. I don't know. And that is pretty much all I have for this yap for you guys today. I'm excited to see what's in store for both school and for this series in general. So I appreciate you listening to me yap if you listen to the whole thing. We had a lot of technical difficulties this video. I actually had to charge my phone or plug up my phone midway because it almost perished away. So, also, I'm trying to get a new setup with the new camera settings, hoping that it looks better than just 2 grains. And I don't know how it looks yet. We're going to see after I edit it and render it and then export it and then download it and then post it and then... So, yeah. I don't really have any equipment. So, the microphone is from the phone. The camera is from the phone. The editing's from the phone. Everything.
It's the same phone.
So, please excuse the technical stuff. I'm still learning and trying my best. And, yeah. I also, I'm trying to figure out how often I'm going to upload. Because I could low-key record every day if I wanted to, but I don't. Editing stuff takes kind of a while because I'm doing it all by myself. And I'm not a professional at it at all. So I kind of just go with the flow. This video was supposed to be recorded on the 8th and the 9th. Today's the 19th. So these do take some time. But I'm thinking about uploading every week. So far I've been doing every Tuesday. But I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll see how it is when school starts back up and when I actually have obligations to do. And yeah, I'm really just having fun, so I don't particularly care. I'm feeling a bit carefree and very carefree. So yeah, that's basically wraps up Yapology 102 episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had lots and lots of fun listening to me yap. I hope this helped you get to know me more. Now that I've recorded this one, I can plan out Yapology 102 episode 3. So yes, this is also the second time I'm recording this week. I just had the energy to record after my game because my adrenaline is kind of high. We won the game, by the way. We won. I don't know if I'll add clips because my parents did get some footage. You'll see if the camera cuts. Did it cut? I don't know. I'm filming, so. Yeah, this is not going to be uploaded this week. Probably going to be uploaded next week because I already have a video filmed and edited this week and it's just me crashing out while I write a speech that was literally unnecessary because the competition closed. But, yeah, So I'm really just living my life and having fun, and I think that's all that matters. So thank you again for watching. If you watched it, be sure to tell me how the camera quality is and how the audio quality is, because in my last video the audio quality was all over the place. Like, I was really quiet, the music was really loud, the sound effects were really loud. I don't know, bro. Still trying to figure it out. But I hope that this one is enjoyable. I hope you had lots and lots of fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did, because I do love to just sit here and yap. And yeah, love you guys. You guys are awesome, amazing, awesome sauce. And I'm out. I'm gonna go in and probably re-download my editing software that I had to delete in order to make storage to record this, even though it's on my tablet. But I don't know how editing on my tablet is gonna go, guys. I hope if it's better, you'll never hear the end of it. But yeah. I'm going back to being nonchalant. Guys, you notice I don't have on glasses today? I didn't put them on because I feel like they didn't go with the athlete aesthetic. 20 vision. Cupid hit me, Cupid. Bro, on the bottom of the page, I just have me practicing my signature for some reason, and I don't know why, because I know my signature, and none of these are it. So, I'm actually gonna leave. Oh, drop my phone.
Oh no, I dropped my wallet. Drop my phone.
Okay, actually, goodbye, for real. When I was watching the footage, when I was watching my videos, I realized that, or to me, the audio was kind of choppy. I don't know if that's because I was casting to my TV while recording or what, but it is kind of choppy. I hope it's not that way when I edit it. I hope it's just something on my end and not on your guys' end, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I also wanted to say that throughout the majority of this video, I talk about stuff particularly that's like odd or weird or bad about my school, but that's not to say that my experience at the school wasn't good. Like, I met so many people, good and bad and beautiful and kind, and I made so many friends along the way, and I've learned so much and gained so much from my experience. So my school's not terrible, nor do I regret going there. I just wanted to, like, I don't know, shed some light about the odd things of public school, or private schools, because everyone's always like,
Oh, private schools must be so good because they're private and all that stuff.
in reality, we're just as silly as public school kids. So, yeah. School is also the main reason why I started this channel. I wanted to record my public school days because, yes. So, I'm really excited about that. That's really all I had to say for tonight. I think I'm gonna be seeing this footage like 50 times as I edit, so more things will probably pop up that I want to say, and I might add more context to certain clips, because there's so much detail that I could go into that I just didn't for some reason, and I don't know why. So we're gonna revisit this another day. It's like 1 a.m. right now as I'm filming, and I low-key need to go to sleep. So yeah,